Hello, welcome to Ofoi TV. Thank you for stopping by my channel. If this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button. If you have also been coming here watching my videos and you have never subscribed, please do so. Hit the subscribe button. All you have to do is just sign in whilst you're on YouTube with your Gmail account and then click on the subscribe, turn on the notification bell so whenever I drop a new video, you will hear about it. Thank you so much for doing this. Guys, today I'm going to talk about will you be able to adjust your status in America if you are a lottery winner, okay? Some people are looking to explore those, opportunities that whether they're here for school, they're here for a visit, they're here for different reasons, and they want to know if they will be able to adjust their status in the United States. So for that reason, I'm going to talk about the things that make you ineligible to adjust your status in America. Okay. And then when I'm done, maybe I'll add some little tips to help you guys if you find yourself in that situation. Okay. Adjustment of status is you transferring or changing your immigration status from one class, one category to another. Okay, so from non-immigrant visa class to an immigrant visa class. Okay, so often much that is what people do. Whether you came here as a visitor, as a student, you're on non-immigrant visa, now you're changing your status into a different status that allows you to get green card, that allows you to stay in America. And some of you guys have won the lottery and you are wondering, okay, I'm in America, can I adjust my status? I was here for various reasons, so I'm just going to tell you the situations that will make you ineligible so that you will compare it to your situation and see if this is something that applies to you. But even after all of that, if it's something that affects you, I'll advise you to talk to a lawyer. Just get consultation and see if you will be a good candidate for them to help you, depending on your situation, especially if you are ineligible based on some of the things that I'm going to talk about. Okay. All right, so the first point, in no particular order, the first point is if you were not admitted or paroled by an immigration officer into the United States. So you were not admitted by an immigration officer at the airports or the point of entry into the United States, or paroled into America, and you just arrive here in America without any immigration officer processing you, admitting you into the United States. Remember, when you're coming to the United States, you go through any of the points of entries, any of the borders, whether you come by air, land, sea. The immigration and border customs officers, immigration and customs officers, they have to admit you into the United States. They have to go through your stuff and make sure that you're good to be admitted into the United States. So if you didn't go through any of those things, you are ineligible to adjust your status straight from that. Okay, you have no status, you cannot adjust your status. Okay, the next one is if you are working without employment authorization, meaning that you're working, you don't have employment authorization document, EAD. If you don't have that document, that gives you the power to work or gives you the permission to work, and you are working illegally. You came here for a visit, you're working. You came here for a conference, you're working. Any work that you do to get paid, whether it's in cash or in exchange for something else. Did you work and it was paid with, giving you a place to stay? Or did you work and it was exchanged for something else instead of money? So whether you take money or something that is not money, then that is still work. And if you are doing that or you have done that before, you are ineligible to adjust your status. Okay? The other thing is if you are in America and you have failed to maintain your immigration status, okay? You have failed to maintain your immigration status. Let's say that you came here as a visitor, but you have broken your immigration status as a visitor. Now you're working. So instead of you being a visitor, visiting and going, now you're here working, you are overstaying your time, then you are ineligible to adjust your status straight from there. So if you have overstayed your presence in America, you are ineligible to adjust your status. The exception given is if your failure to maintain your immigration status was a technical reason that was no fault of yours. What would be an example? Let me give you an example. You know, when the presidential proclamation took place and the US borders were closed, people couldn't fly out and people couldn't fly in, okay? People couldn't fly out of the United States and people couldn't come in. So if you are somebody who was here at that time and this is something that impacted you, it's not that it was your fault or you wanted to overstay, but you had your ticket, you were ready to go, but then because of this, you couldn't go. You were prevented from going because of this reason, then that could be a technical reason. Let's say that there was something major that happened. Still, you have to explain. You need to provide the evidence. If you were hospitalized and for a long period of time, not the one that you're staying home, but if you were hospitalized, you were on hospital admission and you couldn't come home, you were there for a long period of time and there was no way you could have continued your process, or there was no way you could have left during that time, then you could use those evidence to support your case or argue for your case that you should be allowed to adjust your status and you overstayed, which is no fault of yours. It wasn't your intention, but this happened beyond your control. Okay? If you are on transit through America, when people are going to some of the Caribbean countries, they need to go through America to get there. Example, if you're going to the Bahamas, you may have to come through America to go. If you're going to Barbados, you may have to come through America to go there. So if you're in transit and you didn't transit with visa, you cannot adjust your status. So let's say that you were transiting through America, but you didn't do the transit with a visa. You didn't get a visa, transit visa. And then when you got to the airport here in America, the airport that you're supposed to transit through, you stayed there and you got lost. Okay? You got lost in America. And so now you're here, you cannot adjust your status, okay? Because you didn't enter here with a visa. The other thing is if you are a crewman. So who is a crewman? A crewman is somebody who may be working on a flight, somebody who may be working on a vessel or a ship. So if you are a crewman, if you fall in this category as a crewman, you get that visa as a crew member or a crewman or woman, and you decide to stay in America and you win the lotto and you want to adjust your status, you cannot do that. So and there are other scenarios that also prevents you from adjusting your status. So what does it mean to you? What it means is that if you're here on a visitor's visa, you can file for adjustment of status if you qualify. Okay, so let's say you were here for a visit, you have your green card lottery, you can file for, you have won, you can adjust your status here in America. But know that if during the process you're going to overstay, then that is going to be a problem for you, because until the whole thing is over, you cannot break the rules during the process. Okay, there are things you can do. You can extend your stay, but sometimes requesting for your extension of stay, sometimes it takes even a long time for them to even approve that request. So if you're here for a visit and you've won the green card lotto and you want to adjust your status here, know that you are still going by the green card lottery visa bulletin. USCIS allows you guys to file the adjustment of status, a couple of maybe a month or two to your case number becoming current. Okay, but let's say that you are here, you won the DV 2023. Your case number is 60,000. We haven't got to you yet. If you're here in America, when you file for adjustment of status, your case number is current. It's very far away. And if you're going to stay here for that period, the duration of, the green card lottery period, you make sure that you don't overstay. Because if your case number is going to be current, say next year June or next year April, and your visa is for, say, 6 months, right? By the time your case number is current, you would have overstayed. So guys, if this is something that you're considering, just look into it. If you came here illegally, then adjustment of status, you cannot straightforward adjust your status. There are other ways you can go through it, like if you're here and you're ineligible to adjust your status straightforward, and you get married, you get a job that will sponsor your green card. Those are ways that you can use to still adjust your status and stay. But if it's straightforward, you came here, you have overstayed your visa, and you have won the green card lottery, and you want to adjust your status here in America, you cannot do that because you have already violated the immigration rules. So if you are somebody who finds yourself in this situation, I would highly encourage you to talk to an immigration attorney and see if they can help you. If it's something that they can help you with, then you stay here and do it. Even if you're not going to use a lawyer, you're not going to retain a lawyer to help you through the thing, book a consultation with a lawyer and find out, this is my situation. Will I be eligible to adjust my status here? Just seek their opinion and decide whether you want to be here and take your chances, or you want to go back to your home country and file and go through the green card lottery interview process. Okay, so guys, this was something that I wanted to share with you today about the ineligibilities to adjust your status. But like I said, I just gave you just a few of the examples. There are other examples out there, but you can go and read more about it online. Just go to Google and do your research. All right, but like I said, if you find yourself in such a situation, I'm not a lawyer, so I cannot give you legal advice. Talk to an immigration attorney, a good immigration attorney, and then find out your options before you make any decision whether you need to go back home or you need to try to file for adjustment of status. But on the surface, on paper, these are the situations that will make somebody ineligible. Okay, so guys, this is where I'll end this video. If this is your first time, please subscribe. Of you guys, I see that many of you guys watch the video and you don't subscribe. Please take a moment and subscribe, because you'll be supporting me, you'll be supporting my platform, so that I can continue to make more videos, better videos, and share great content here. Follow me on Facebook, Dvlottery TV. I have been busy on Facebook sharing videos, interview experiences. If you are preparing for your interview and you're nervous, you don't know what's going to happen, go and read some of the experiences that people have shared on my Facebook page and see how to, better prepare yourself for the interview. If you have any questions, put your comment down below. You can email me, dvlottery@gmail.com. Know that I offer consultations also. So if you have a unique situation that you want me to listen to you, hear you out, hear my opinion, then you need to send an email to request for consultation. Just tell me a little bit about your situation. Please know that I don't offer legal advice, legal services. If you are in a situation that requires legal advice, please talk to a lawyer, because I'm not a lawyer. All right, but thank you so much for your time. Follow me on TikTok, Dvlottery. I love you so much, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.